Over 50 years of research and development have focused not just on identifying the top plants on the planet, but also on discovering the most beneficial molecules from these plants and understanding their effects on the human body. This research has led to the creation of 3 remarkable products based on specific molecule technology, which utilizes particular plant molecules that serve as food for the body. Let's start with the fundamental science. Life is in the blood, and the building blocks of blood come from food. Only food can create lasting change in the body. Specific molecule technology means that the molecules remain unchanged from their structure within the plant. As a result, the body doesn't need to break them down or digest them. They can immediately go to work. This allows the body to use its energy for healing rather than digestion, enabling it to utilize nutrients from these molecules at an extremely elevated rate. The products created from this research into blood-supporting molecules are iHerQles, iRevive, and iHerQles high-frequency eye patches. iHerQles was developed to support the body's 3 systems of regeneration: the vascular system, including microcirculation, the immune system, and your self-stem cells. Microcirculation feeds all the nutrients in the body, all the way down to the cells of our body. By supporting nutrients for the blood, the body is naturally able to alleviate the crud in the blood. Healthier blood heightens your immune system. This is key to all the functionalities of our body, including eliminating zombie cells. Zombie cells are damaged cells in the body that just will not die, but they use nutrients and excrete toxins, which create more zombie cells. The only thing that can eliminate these cells are your own uplifted immune system. iHerQles also feeds nutrients to support stem cell production throughout the body and is from the inside out, offering the chance for a longer life. At 30 years of age, only half of a person's stem cells are active, and by age 60, very few are active. With a heightened immune system and healthier blood, your self-stem cells are able to become new cells at an elevated rate, which is also how our bodies regenerate naturally. This is not anti-aging, it's reverse aging. What we are talking about is feeding the core systems that God gave us to regenerate. iRevive Cream enhances iHerQles and targets issues from the outside in. It promotes new skin formation and supports stem cells in the skin's middle layer. These stem cells, called fibroblasts, can migrate to other areas of the body as needed. iHerQles high-frequency eye patches are bioenergetic discs that, when placed on the body, help alleviate various symptoms such as pain and inflammation, stress and anxiety, energy, sleep, male vitality, female vibe, joint pain and inflammation, allergy relief, electronic chatter, weight loss and appetite suppressant, and mental clarity. They also carry the frequency of iHerQles and grounding frequencies protecting us from electronic chatter, like cell phones, Wi-Fi, and 5G, allowing the body to bathe in these molecular frequencies all day. These 3 products work together. iHerQles is built to support the core functionalities of life. iRevive allows you to target from the outside in and supports the regeneration systems of the body. iHerQles high-frequency eye patches are for the symptoms of life. Eye patches, minutes to hours. iRevive, days to weeks. iHerQles, weeks to months. iHerQles is the core product, and it aims to provide a lasting solution. The proof is in the product's effectiveness. What the elite have known for years is now becoming available to the public. Better health leads to a better future.
I want to take a moment to bring on somebody very, very special. I want to bring this young lady on. I'd like for her to talk about her credentials. I wanted to share her story here and really speak from her heart. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce you, Miss Kara Posick.
Hi, everybody. I'm Kara. I have been involved in natural healing and energy medicine for more than 50 years. And it was almost 5 years ago now that I was listening to a brilliant quantum physicist say, I don't care what's going on in your body, if your blood is dirty and your circulation is blocked up, you can't get better. And I thought, absolutely right. And then he went on to say that he was head of a huge science team that had been together for almost 50 years. And they were given the charge to find the cause of aging and the cure for all disease, and it had to be only plants, and it could do no harm. Well, it took him 30 years to study the molecules. Nobody's ever done this before. Going in, 50% of the science team are quantum physicists, and they figured out how to go into the quantum structure of plants, locate, isolate, remove, and study every molecule. And these plants have like 1,000 different molecules. So studying their frequency and what they do and how they act and interact together took them 30 years. And they ended up with this spray. And when I started using this, I was in a wheelchair. Even though I had gotten in a car accident, I had a back issue, I had bone on bone in both hips. And when I started using it, by the second month, I could walk with no pain. Why? I had been there for 2 years. My doctor said I would never get better. Because when you open up the circulation, when you spray this under your tongue, your body responds to these real plant molecules, and it relaxes and opens up the circulation. And guess what happens? Inflammation goes away. That's the cause of all of our pain. It's the cause of aging and all of our issues. And so my inflammation went away. I could walk with no pain. And now, as I continued to do that, I just kept getting better and better. My blood work got better and better. Everything, every single aging condition I had gotten better. Let me show you a really quick screenshot because you can see the difference here. Can you see that, Dr. James?
Oh boy, I sure can.
Okay, so this is me about 4 years ago in a wheelchair. And this is me now. This was taken about 6 months ago. I couldn't walk. I was overweight. I was miserable. And here I am after 3 years. Oh, let me tell you what happened to my husband. My husband had been diabetic for 40 years. 40 years. He was on insulin. And by the 5th day of using this spray, 4 sprays 3 times a day, he had to cut back on insulin by 60%. And by the end of 4 months, that complete blood cycle, he was off insulin. His pancreas was working. He was 80 years old. And we went and had blood tests, and his A1C had gone from 10.5, which is awful, down to 5.8. He had also been in atrial fibrillation with his heart and in and out of congestive heart failure for 10 years. His cardiologist said it would never get better, it would only get worse. And in 10 years' time, or in 4 months' time, he had not had any episodes. And we went to the cardiologist, and he was in normal sinus rhythm for the first time in 10 years. Because right now, if you live in toxic soup like everybody else, your immune system is depressed, so it doesn't have vision to locate and destroy the fast aging and the damaged and diseased zombie cells. But when the immune system comes back up, it gains vision, but it does one other thing that absolutely nothing else does, and that is this stimulates our own stem cell production. Be careful. If anybody says it makes stem cells longer, back away. That's dangerous. This is the only thing that stimulates our own cell production. So now what happens, and the reason that I am looking younger, feeling younger, living younger, is because now when my body gets rid of damaged and aging cells, instead of making duplicate copies of my 76-year-old cells, it brings in brand new baby cells. Those are the repair cells that are usually gone by age. You better go get a vascular sonogram. And I did. And they went in on my groin to look at my veins, and she went, "Oh my God, you've got the cleanest, most open vein or lymph system I've ever seen." I'm going, "Well, that's good." Then she does my veins. She said, "How old are you again?" And I told her, and she said, "Geez, I get 30-year-olds that don't have as healthy looking veins." And then she did my arteries and said, "We're going to talk." She says, "I've been doing this for 23 years, and I have never seen anybody older than 13 with no plaque in their arteries. I have no plaque in my arteries." And that really shocked me, because when I was 60, I had high blood pressure, shortness of breath, heart arrhythmias. I was going to the cardiologist every other month. Both my parents died of heart attacks at age 72. So I was going down that road. And here I am at 76 with no plaque in my arteries. They say 4 months is a complete blood upgrade. 3 years, you've got a new body. I've got a new body. Would you like one too?